Wow. After watching this, and all night we said, if there's a setting for an American fighter to just spring the greatest upset we've seen in a long time, tonight's not.
Justin Gaethje just defeated Ilia Topuria by round 4 TKO to corner stoppage at UFC Freedom 250 on the White House lawn, and is now the undisputed lightweight world champion at 37 years old. I can't believe I'm saying these things. I thought Strickland's upset against Chimaev was going to be enough this year for the MMA gods to start making logic true once again in this sport, but no. Justin Gaethje puts a whooping on Ilia Topuria. Fair enough, survives a nightmarish round.
Things went down this evening at the White House, and then Monday, in just a few hours time, we'll do the regular show and give you the regular breakdown. Justin Gaethje is the undisputed champion of the UFC. This is a shocking result, and I have to apologize because I don't usually make picks, and I was quite confident in my pick. I thought Ilia Topuria was going to win. Justin Gaethje won that fight fair and square. It appears as though Ilia's corner called off the fight going into the 5th round, and it looked like going into the 4th round the doctor was going to call it off. In fact, it seems as though he did actually call it off at one point. He shook his head. He said Ilia couldn't see, and then Mark Goddard almost like convinced him, and all of a sudden he's cut, and all of a sudden he's swelling, and all of a sudden he can't see. And we've never seen him compromise like that before. We've never seen him in trouble, struggling like that before.
Can you? No.
Yeah, Justin Gaethje. Holy shit, USA.
Yo. Nossa, você é doido.
Yeah, Justin Gaethje. Holy shit, USA.
Yo. Can you? Nossa, você é doido.
Quando eu falei, todo mundo falou que eu tava louco. Eu falei, ninguém quis acreditar, falaram que eu tava doido. Tá aí, ó.
I can't look. Oh! No way! Ilia's done! He's leaking bad. Let's go!
The fight is over, and the result is no longer a mystery. But the predictions made beforehand are worth revisiting. Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje entered the matchup surrounded by countless theories and breakdowns. Yet many predictions failed to match what actually happened. Topuria expected the contest to become an all-out battle, believing that two highly aggressive fighters would naturally create a violent and unpredictable fight. He was convinced that neither man could afford mistakes and felt his preparation would ultimately give him the advantage.
We bring very entertaining style. It's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a great fight. Because when you put like two type of guys that represent the style that we have, you get fire. And one of us is gonna get burned in that fire.
Michael Bisping viewed the matchup as a dangerous combination of timing, power, and relentless pressure, where one perfectly placed strike could completely change the fight. He emphasized Topuria's knockout threat, but also believed Gaethje would enter with full concentration, knowing that a single mistake at this level could have serious consequences.
Go up against Ilia Topuria, that is precise, that does have that kind of crazy knockout power, because regardless with Max Holloway, how close it was until the knockout came. The knockout came, and I think DC said no one's even knocked Max Holloway down prior to that, and he sparked it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's very concerning for Justin Gaethje. But people said, oh, he took Paddy lightly. You can't say that as an excuse.
No chance.
He's fighting for an interim title.
Correct.
Interim title at the T-Mobile.
And if he loses that, he's done.
Who's going to take that
No chance.
lightly?
No
That's
chance.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And he had no problem with his gas tank. I don't think he took anyone lightly. I think Paddy's style, he made it a real row. It was a 5-round decision, but he clipped him a lot. He did some damage with the knees, the uppercuts, the overhand rights. I think if he doesn't utilize that, he's a fool. And I don't mean try and take Ilia down, because that's going to be really hard. But what he should do is start the fight, throw a real combination right? Which again is risky, but throw it ever so slightly out of range, where he's not going to get caught and he's not going to get clipped, right, by a counter shot, but use that to mask a shot. And I don't mean the double leg at the legs, just to the chest, just to engage.
Bisping also highlighted the wear and tear that comes with Gaethje's long career, pointing to his age, previous wars, and years spent competing at the highest level. While recognizing Justin's resilience and major victories, Bisping suggested that another serious setback could eventually force him to consider retirement. Ultimately, once the fight began, all the outside pressure and emotional significance faded away. The result came down to how well two elite fighters matched up.
Contenders, almost 38 years old, who has fought out by Max Holloway. He's lost a few recently. Yeah, he beat Paddy and he beat Rafael Fiziev. Yeah, it was kind of a close fight because he's great, don't get me wrong. And if he loses here, he's going to retire. Yes, he's at the White House. Yes, he's American. Yeah, he's proud to be there. Yeah, his father's going to be there. Yeah, I've had that situation. I'm like, no one's going to beat me in front of my kids. You know, then I got left hooked off George St. Pierre and woke up 5 minutes later when I got choked out and what went on. Doesn't matter. None of that shit comes into it. It's two human beings. Elite's fought is younger. He's undefeated. He's got cleaner boxing. He's got better power. It's going to be very, very unlikely that Justin Gaethje wins that fight. Just impossible.
Does the event need Gaethje to win, though? Does an American need to finish at the end with the Star-Spangled Banner and the belt?
Because I know what's going to happen at the end of the show, and I'm not saying it. And it'd be great for...
Brendan Schaub recognized Gaethje as a dangerous opponent from the beginning, pointing to his relentless wrestling, physical aggression, and ability to thrive in chaotic exchanges. At the same time, Schaub noted that this style has taken a toll on Justin over the years. He believed Topuria presented a different level of challenge because his youth, precision, and overall skill could neutralize the strengths that normally allow Gaethje to succeed in wild, high-pressure fights.
To the main event, Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje. What Justin Gaethje is doing is amazing. The odds are so stacked against him. He's a lot older, has all the punishment. He's the human highlight reel, and Justin throws caution to the wind. Justin does get hit, though. That's an issue. You know, Paddy Pimblett had a lot of success on the feet. Sloppy had success. Max Holloway, a lot of success. Dustin Poirier, a lot of success. You know, Charles Oliveira, a lot of success. Michael Chandler, a lot of success. So there's a theme here. And the reason he's called the human highlight isn't because he doesn't get hit. It's because his fights are so goddamn good and he wins in convincing fashion and crazy knockouts. The issue with that is he's fighting Ilia Topuria, who by all metrics is younger, faster, and better at every single aspect of mixed martial arts.
Schaub viewed Topuria as the clear favorite, but he also recognized how significant a Gaethje upset would be. In his view, Justin's victory could completely reshape the division and turn the matchup into a historic moment. Even with that possibility in mind, Schaub still felt that most of the evidence pointed toward Topuria winning the fight.
A guy in his absolute fucking prime as the main event, Ilia Topuria, does everything better than Justin Gaethje. It's a nightmare of a fight for him. But boy, would I love to see him win. So my pick is Ilia Topuria, but I'm rooting for Justin Gaethje. If Justin were able to win, it would just make this insane event even bigger. It would be, dude, I can't even fathom with him beating Ilia Topuria and grabbing that flag, and you got Trump in the ring or in the octagon, and you got the jets flying over top, you got fireworks at Dana there. What a way to go off. Will never happen again. Will be the biggest upset in UFC history. An American wins at the White House. Buddy, you couldn't write a movie about this. It's going to be fucking epic.
Tim Welch admitted he wanted to see Gaethje win, imagining Justin finishing his career on a high note surrounded by his family. However, Welch also recognized the defensive weaknesses in Gaethje's style, including his low hands and dipping movements. He acknowledged that Justin still had several paths to victory through wrestling, kicks, and knockout power, but ultimately favored Topuria because of Ilia's superior timing, composure, and ability to stay calm under pressure.
Did not think he'd beat Paddy Pimblett, and he did. It's going to be his last fight of his career on the White House lawn. Boy, do I want more than anything Justin Gaethje to win. I want him to win. Stand in front of his family, American, and cheer and just be like, yeah! Last fight ever. A man can dream. A man can dream. This is a tough fight. If you watch my breakdown where it's Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett, you can see why I think it's such a tough fight, because Paddy Pimblett's hands, Justin Gaethje's hands come back to his armpits. He ducks a lot. In his normal stance, his chin's kind of above his shoulders. There's ways for him to win. There is ways for Justin Gaethje to win. Justin Gaethje's wrestling is very underrated. He throws nasty head kicks. He throws powers. There's ways for Justin to win. I just don't think it's going to be this one. I hope it is. I don't think it is. I think Ilia Topuria is too sharp, too confident, standing across from these goats. Remember, and Max Holloway isn't near as big as Justin Gaethje. Volk isn't near as big as Justin Gaethje.
Rafael Fiziev kept his prediction cautious, recognizing Topuria's ability to end a fight instantly, while stressing that MMA rarely follows the script. Having faced Gaethje himself, Fiziev understood how difficult Justin's pressure, pace, and willingness to exchange can be. Demetrius Johnson focused on a different concern, warning that Gaethje's aggressive overhands, uppercuts, and heavy kicks can leave him exposed to precise counters. Johnson believed Topuria's disciplined boxing, timing, confidence, and composure made him especially dangerous in those exchanges, ultimately giving Ilia the edge. Wade Plemons also favored Topuria, pointing to his more complete skill set and sharper boxing, although he acknowledged that Gaethje's power could change everything at a heavier weight. In the end, most predictions leaned toward Topuria, with some expecting an early finish. But with the fight now settled, the real question is simple. Which analyst actually understood what was coming? Tell us who you think got the prediction closest.